George Raihala is hitting the exercise bike, but not for a workout, for science. That device strapped to his arm is a sweat biosensor.
We are trying to solve a big challenge in getting biochemical access to the body. Anything that's in blood, you're going to find in sweat.
With support from the National Science Foundation, device engineer Jason Heikenfeld at the University of Cincinnati and a team are developing sweat biosensors with an eye toward revolutionizing medical diagnostics.
20 years from now, I think we'll look back at this and it'll be almost impossible to imagine life without this. Just as you go to the doctor and they draw blood, it'll be just like that, where you say, well, how can you actually practice medicine without having this new continuous measurement of my health in real time?
Such non-invasive sensors could be life changers for cardiac care patients, organ transplant recipients, and people with diabetes. And it could go way beyond managing illness. Think about athletes fine-tuning their electrolytes for peak performance, or military pilots and others in high-pressure jobs monitoring their stress hormone levels. The challenge is designing a skin patch up to the job of sensing all those biochemicals, or analytes as they are called, and analyzing them in real time.
The major hurdles are I need to get sweat when I need it. I need to deal with a tiny sample volume and transport that to sensors. And then I have to do the right biology work to know which analytes actually might work in sweat and give me blood level information.
They've also developed a gel to go under the sensor that stimulates just that little patch of skin to sweat.
When we put together a fully integrated patch, it has in there the transport abilities to take the sweat off the skin surface, the sensors, the electronics, and the gel stimulant.
So when might all this be ready to use?
From an electronics perspective, we're trying to take, $20,000 benchtop equipment and put it on your body in a sweaty environment.
Heikenfeld is part of a new startup company called Ecrin Systems that's working to bring sweat biosensing to the marketplace.
To create a device like this, it really takes a multidisciplinary team, and I think that's what's exciting about what we're doing, is we're no longer just taking one aspect. It's not just technology, it's not just biology, we're really merging those two areas, and in order to do that, we're looking at chemistry and biology, as well as microfluidics.
The biosensor George is wearing is the company's first product out of the gate. It's designed for athletes or people who work in hot places to assess their risk for heat stress and dehydration. And these are just the early days for the entire field.
It's going to be interesting where this goes long term in terms of machine learning and artificial intelligence, because at some point you'll be measuring a bunch of these things. You won't be looking at the data specifically for any one of them, but you're looking at a big changing scatter plot of all this data and inferring information about the individual that you couldn't infer if you were just looking at one sensor signal alone.
Designing sweat biosensors to take medical monitoring to the next level. For Science Nation, I'm Miles O'Brien.